to bring it through yet again. Here we go, Demon Island, a move away from Apocalypse. Is this the first demon we've seen in South America today? I want to say no. Oh, it might be. No, it's the second.
I gotta say, I have to mention, it's incredibly satisfying the fact that in this lobby we have a PR 12, 13, 14, 15. These guys, if you look at the PR leaderboard, they are literally next to each other, all four of them. And we're seeing 2 Queen and Ice.
Yeah, that's interesting. We have not seen any Qatars in South America, at least for the lower bracket, or at least in the top 8. That being said, though, both Qatars are doing fairly well. Oh, but the double elim to start things off, not the best start for either one of these teams, but also good to maintain that sense of evenness. Nagi falls, though. Rayzigher, the only one left with their full stocks intact. Heavy attack, heavy defense on this Nai. Great for the ledge guard.
Ground pound coming out of the dare. It's gonna hit Rayzigher, and Rayzigher is the only one to go down there. Actually, scratch that. Nagi going down as well. What an encounter. Ian and Maxy still going to be coming out on top. And actually pretty advantageous position here for Rayzigher and Ian. Maxy's getting knocked off to the right side. They can't seem to get back into the center of the stage, and they just keep taking more damage.
Ian and Ray right now playing a strong anti-aerial, just waiting for the prime punish opportunities against anyone on blue team. Neutral sync from Nagi did not connect. The immediate punish was out. Already deep orange on this final stock, whereas only the rest of the teams, everybody else in this game, are just nearing towards the orange. But up until now, great 2v1 combo. Nagi falls. All that's left now is Maxy.
All that's left now is Maxy indeed, and it's going to be a mountain of a challenge. It's 1 stock against 4. It's gonna take a true master to reverse this. He's already thinking about game 2, Keg. It is possible though. Don't give up for us just yet, Maxy. You got this.
Okay, good ground pound, good 1v2 actually coverage. And Maxy playing almost exclusively off stage, just looking for maybe a gravity cancel to send at least 1 stock away. But I mean, we talked about how impressive it was to see a 5-stock game not too long ago. This was a really good 4-stock game from Ray and Ian.
Definitely, very, very solid 4-stock game. Looking incredibly confident, and again, you know, it is going to be very interesting if we're gonna continue seeing this trend of very dynamic games where Maxy and Nagi potentially make the comeback from here. What do you think about these Queen Eye picks, Keg? Because I didn't see the stance picks, but this is a base 3-speed legend, and both of them are pulling it off really, really well.
So the good thing is that both of these Queen Eyes are playing the speed stance. I mean, look, it doesn't make that big of a difference when you're at 4. No. But it's better than nothing. You can get rid of 1 defense, even it up with the attack. I like the Queen Nai pick. I've always been very biased towards Nai since way back in the days when she was practically brand new to the game. I think she's fantastic for 2v2s. You have extra defense for that coverage, you have high attack, you're a tank as Queen Nai, but that speed and that lack of dexterity is a big factor you have to consider. But because both these teams are playing so chaotic and so much off stage, there's a lot of potential for either one of these Queen Nais to have just enough oomph into their firepower to turn the tides of battle. But it can also go the other way. We saw that happen to Nagi in round number 2. See what I mean?
Oh my god!
Off stage!
They tried to go for the save, but Maxy with the double KO. Able to commit fully. Jesus. And you just don't get there anywhere else. They won't stop, King. 40 seconds into the game. 40 seconds into the game. 3 stocks are gone. Are they going to find a 4th? They are trying to find it onto Nagi. They're not able to fully close it out, but man, was that close.
That is the Nai diff right there. You cannot deny what we just saw. It was unbelievable. And Nagi here still has that first. No! Well, okay. I spoke too soon. Now they're on.
You definitely spoke too soon. It's the casting curse, man. We all know about it. There's there's no shame. There's no shame. There's no shame in jinxing. Well, you know, once or twice. Completely charged NSA coming out from Ray. Not able to connect it though. Nagi throwing it a couple of N6 of their own. This is just a Queen Eye Sigfest right now as Ray is trying to find these knockouts.
Well, the Queen Eye Sigs are so, for the most part, except for the side sig, it's just such odd angles. You're able to catch out so many people on punishes in 2v2s. Great case in point. D-Sig there. Great ledge guard opportunity. No one's focused on a Nai halfway across the stage. And Maxy now down to their final stock. This
Oh my
is
God.
a nice sig fest. How many signatures do you think is going to be counted up at the end of this game?
At least 30.
30? Okay.
I would say 37. That will be just Queen Eye. Only Queen Eye. Only Queen Eye, 37. Actually, no, total 37.
Yeah,
that was
that
me.
makes
So
more
I'm
sense.
exaggerating.
I'll go down a little bit. I'll say 32.
32, you know, fair enough. Very fair guess. So far, though, Nagi still has that additional stock to their name. They're going to try and make the most of it. We see them trying some stuff there on the offstage, but this is dangerous. You have 3 or 4 speed, and you're knocked out. You're going to have a hard time getting back onto the stage, and you're going to leave Maxy in a 1v2 situation for quite some time, but they're dealing with it super well.
Yeah, I mean, Maxy had a really good shot in that last game in that 1v2. Playing almost exclusively offstage in those scenarios, doing that again when they're face up against the corner, even though hit by that spear. Could have been a great opportunity for a punish coming out from Maxy, but unable to do so. The dare will solidify game. Oh, number 2 against Maxy. And now Nagi's the last one alive in this 1v2.
Is the comeback dream alive of turning this into a 1-1? It all comes down to Nagi here as he's trying to pull off this 1v2. He has the Katars in hand. He doesn't have a lot of speed. The maneuvering will be difficult, but your blows will be fatal.
Oh, how many recoveries is that? Far too many. Remember, Queen Nai is a powerful, powerful legend. All you need is one good signature to possibly just eliminate both of Red Team.
It doesn't.
That's
it
why
doesn't look good.
there's no space being allowed here for Nagi, let alone getting a weapon.
How's not okay?
There it is.
Great knockout by Ian, but I have to also say, for being on a slow legend in a 1v2 situation, he survived for a very long time, Keg.
Yeah, I mean, part of that has to do with the low damage that we had seen from Ray and Ian, playing it incredibly safe. You're dealing still with a tank no matter what whatever V number it is. You have to be very cautious when going up to Queen Nai. And
signatures? Team
Let's see.
signatures. We got 10 team signatures, and then the other team we got 20. So we got 30. We were actually pretty close. 30. What would you say? 32 and a 37?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you bump up the
we
score
were
a
right
little
in the
bit.
10s.
It's
it
like
was
a
in the
college
30
exam.
range.
They bump it up a little bit.
even it out, you know. Even it out, it would be, our guesses would be 30 and 40, so one of us would be correct. I feel like that's pretty good, pretty solid.
Whew. But what can we expect now? I don't know. We have to see some legend swaps probably come out. I don't want it to be the Queen Nais, but I hate to be the spoiler here, but one of them was one of the Queen Nais to swap off. And I don't know how I feel about this, because you see what I'm seeing, right?
I like it.
You like it?
I like it a lot, Keg.
Okay.
I like
How
this
come?
bit. You
Without
know,
saying
you
who
know
it
I
is.
like it. I don't need to explain why I like it. I'm from Europe. That's the one clue I'm going to give. That's the one clue I'm going to give the viewers. I'm from Europe, but I like the pick that they have swapped to.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Well, I guess we'll spoil it here. It's going to be the Queen Nai from blue side. Nagi now swapping away into a Taros pick. I mean, look, it was Signature City last game. Taros is also Signature City. Population 1.
It doesn't have to be, though. That's the beautiful thing about Taros. You can play Taros without any signatures, and it's still like one of the most strong legends in the game. And what is going on? Why are we always off stage at the beginning of the game? Please calm down, guys. You're allowed to be on the stage. Why are you trying to give us a heart attack?
Did you see Maxy's positioning off stage? That was just pixels away from the blast zone. 10 seconds in. But you're right. Look at that follow-up. Maxy in the air. The Taros follow-up down below. Straight from neutral, eliminating. Not even the Hattori low on defense for stocks. It was Ray's the fall.
Maxy is so good at playing from uncomfortable positions. Like, you could put Maxy in the worst position theoretically possible in a Brawlhalla, and he would play it off incredibly well every single time. Maxy is built differently when it comes to that, and it is showing, but they are given a little bit of a hard time here as Ian and Ray are able to even out to this set here. Maxy is starting to approach barbecue HP, and that's going to be the knockout.
What a follow-up there. I love the teamwork that we're seeing from the double spears from Red Team right now. Ian and Ray really working just in tandem with each other, like one symbiotic mind. Working out so well here for the follow-ups. Great D-Sig, just barely getting past that zone of Ian, almost connected for the ledge itself. And we gotta talk about the Taros pick right now, Polly, because it really hasn't done a lot outside of the first 30 seconds of this match.
Yeah, no, this Taros pick,
Oh,
I'm still very
no.
confident in it. Oh, that's going to be an unfortunate NSA coming on to Nagi. But still, this Taros pick, it can make wonders, Keg. You can't lose faith.
I mean, I'm not losing faith. It's just that I was hoping to see a little bit more. But we may very well see more. Maybe the signatures need to start coming out. But look at Nagi. They have to play a lot more cautiously, allowing Maxy to find usually the primary initiation for these hits, playing off stage again, but it's leaving Maxy in those 1v2s.
Coming back to the Taros, because you already know I'm going to defend my boy who's playing the Taros. The one thing is that Nagi doesn't necessarily have to do that much on the Taros, because it is on weapons like axe and hammer that if you're trying to do too much, you know, you're kind of setting your own fate in that you're gonna be vulnerable a lot of the time. Trying to play from behind, I really hope they're gonna be able to find this knockout soon, or they don't have a chance here.
Well, Ian does
There it
fall, so there is a little bit of reprieve for the blue team. It's not a lot, but if Ray goes down here, it looks like they're one simple signature away from that happening. That could be a chance for Maxy Nagi to get one round in this best of 5.
The dream is still alive for Ian and Ray to find the 3-0. As they still have their stocks remaining. That's going to be Ray going down though, leaving Ian left on the field. And Nagi, see their Taros pick coming in clutch. Delights here. That's going to be an efficient KO, sending Maxy and Nagi to their first victory of the set.
All right. I will concede the Taros pick. Well, Taros pick was really good towards that second and third stock. The first stock in the beginning, Nagi was forced to play a much more defensive game, and again, it just left Maxy completely exposed. But again, a lot of props to Maxy there, being able to maneuver themselves so well to allow a follow-up from Nagi to go for these punishes that ended up being devastating almost every single time.
Yeah, ended up being devastating a lot of the time, indeed. I really wish you could see the you could see the individual signatures from all of the players, because I really want to see where they're coming out from, who's throwing out their signatures to try and bait and stress the enemy, who is really executing these perfect knockouts. Because I feel like we talked a little bit about the Terror signatures. How many Terror signatures did we see? I remember
Not a whole lot.
I remember a GC axe side sig, and I think that's about it. This is stage, Keg. We gotta talk about this stage.
Yes. So, I mean, again, you don't have a lot of downwards mobility to work with on Miami. The blast boxes are a lot smaller, and there's a lot more hovering platforms that we haven't really seen in too many other stages that these two have faced up against. But again, the stage control is so small, and for a team that loves to play off stage, they're playing a lot more grounded and neutral, and it's almost like going into a blender. Maxy's the first to fall. Nagi may soon be the follow-up there. No follow-up side air though, connecting from Rayzigher's side. The recovery doesn't as well. This might be, again, some breathing room for blue team to work off of here.
Ian and Ray are slowly but surely building up a pretty solid lead here. If they're just able to find those, you know, those few additional attacks, those few true combos to really solidify a lead here, because so far it's looking fragile, especially as Ray is getting closer to being knocked out. Maxy punishing the NSIG, and now with the 2v2 combo, this is bad, Keg.
Yeah, and again, we talked about Taros signatures. The hammer neutral seg would have been fantastic had it connected, but the spot dodge from Ian comes out, and that could have been an instant KO. But we didn't get to see it. Maybe next time, though. But look at Nagi now, playing much more centered than we had seen in the last two stages. This time, looking for those signatures. Even the spot dodge does enable Maxy to go for a follow-up there, and it controls the space of Ian and Rayzigher so well that they don't really have any safe positions to be in, and if they approach, they get hit with that neutral sig.
Liking these signatures coming out from Nagi, Keg. They're starting to show the aces that they have up their sleeve. They haven't used any of the signatures before, so red team they're not anticipating them, and before you know it, you're getting hit by an axe D-Sig left and right.
Oh, but there it is! That was a great nair. It sent Ray down to their final stock. And things are looking so dominant now for the blue team. This stage, much more their comfort zone. Talked about it being a blender for the first stock, and it wasn't great, but the adjustments for the neutral game now have been so anti-ground, forcing into these aerial-centric plays that I feel like Ian and Ray may not be as comfortable with. They're centralized on Nagi's Taros right now, allows Maxy to get that chip damage in, and this is such a great dynamic for the blue team to follow up upon. Oh,
Game.
no!
Oh, that's going to be a 2v1. That's going to be an early 2v1. But the game 5 dream is still alive. Maxy's not out yet, Keg. They've still got some fight left in them, but Ian is giving them a hard time. And that's going to be it! Ian going all the way down, and that's going to be Maxy eliminated.
Wow. We were singing the praises of Maxy Nagi so much that in the process we cast or cursed them yet again, and the small turn of tides had happened. And we had seen the turnaround into success. I gotta say, Miami, such a devilish map at times, so evil, but in a good way. I love the chaos of it. I do. I remember when it was an ice cream.